The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers may set a trap for Alan Laurent, aka Martin Laurent. Will Phyllis and Sharon rescue Tracy Abbott from Martin? During the week of April 7 to 11, Chance Chancellor will pass along some important news about the kidnapper case. Sharon and Phyllis will get updates on the gas expulsion device purchase being traced to a psychiatric clinic in Paris. Of course, that'll add to Chance's suspicions surrounding Alan, and later, he'll make a stunning discovery that perhaps confirms Alan's guilt. There might even be some proof that Alan is Martin by then, so Chance will be on the verge of taking him down. However, Martin is a conniving character who may not let himself get locked up so easily. It's clear that Martin is capable of some pretty elaborate plans, so he may get the upper hand and cause another round of chaos. Tracy will confront Alan in a suite after his homecoming, but that doesn't mean they'll stay there. It looks like Tracy may summon Jack Abbott for help over the phone, but will she still be in the room with Martin when Jack arrives with backup? Once Martin realizes the is up, he might take Tracy hostage and try to bolt with her somewhere. Martin may make some predictions about the future they can still have if he gets Tracy away from Genoa City and has a chance to win her over. Regardless, it'd be pretty boring if Chance just showed up and hauled Martin away in handcuffs. I&R needs a bigger story climax than that. Not to mention Sharon and Phyllis need an opportunity to make a vengeful move. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis and Sharon will join forces again in the coming episodes. I&R fans can expect Sharon and Phyllis to crave justice before they ultimately strengthen their alliance in a startling way. That makes it sound like Phyllis and Sharon will be plotting something, so maybe they'll set a trap and play roles in Martin's downfall. Sharon and Phyllis might come to Tracy's rescue somehow and make sure Martin pays for holding them captive. No matter how it all goes down, Phyllis and Sharon's newfound truce will be important for what comes next. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Claire Newman may say 5 furious words to Kyle Abbott. So let's talk about why their romance may blow up. Although Kyle and Claire are happy together for the most part, they got some big obstacles standing in their way. For starters, jealous Summer Newman could pose a threat, especially since she'll admit that she's not over losing Kyle in the April 7 episode. Viewers may see Summer really step up her efforts to pull Kyle away from Claire soon. Summer may make some predictions about winning Kyle back for herself and getting their own future on track again. However, Victor Newman is perhaps an even bigger hurdle when it comes to Claire and Kyle's attempt to build a future together. Since Victor has made it crystal clear that he disapproves, he's become a source of tension in Kyle and Claire's relationship. Audra Charles could even get back in the mix as a problem if she strikes a deal to help Victor with Kyle's downfall. I&R spoilers say Audra will seriously consider derailing Kyle's life in exchange for her dream job. Despite all the challenges that Claire and Kyle are facing, Kyle may be his own worst enemy in the end. It's Kyle's lies that could cause the destruction of his relationship. After a lifetime of being lied to and manipulated by Jordan, Claire understandably expects honesty from Kyle. Unfortunately, Kyle will pile on the deception and could blow up the trust they share when Claire inevitably finds out the truth. In the April 7 episode, Claire will pump Kyle for information on the problem-solving session he had with Jack Abbott. Although Claire will suspect it involved plotting against Victor, Kyle will deny it and leave him out of the corporate espionage story entirely. Kyle will even have the nerve to urge Claire to stop jumping to conclusions regarding Victor, even when her conclusion is the right one. Of course, Kyle may continue to hide Victor-related intel and schemes along the way. We may see Kyle deepen this deception and set himself for more trouble. Kyle is sure to get busted sooner or later, So how will Claire react once that happens? Claire is bound to view Kyle as a lying manipulator, so he's just going to prove Victor right. That brings us to the 5 furious words that Claire may say to Kyle. You lie just like Jordan. Since Kyle had previously been someone who helped Claire heal from all the Jordan trauma, it'll sting if she ultimately sees him as a liar too. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire and Kyle could be headed for a breakup if he can't stop being dishonest. So stay tuned for updates on any terrible news to come. The Young and the Restless suggest that there's a ton of buzz around mystery figure Aristotle Dumis. He's an unknown billionaire with no photos that exist of him online. And as viewers continue to speculate on who he could be and which actor could play him, what if there's a plot twist on the horizon? The Young and the Restless reminds fans that the one person who seems to know the most about Aristotle Dumis is Victor Newman, and the two are apparently longtime rivals. Victor implied recently during a chat with Michael Baldwin that every time Victor wins over Dumis, Aristotle retreats. The Moustache also noted that he was looking to lure Aristotle out, which is why he was handing out misinformation to Lily Winters. In essence, for one reason or another, Victor was poking the bear. Still, is Victor being transparent? What if Dumis is a decoy the Moustache has put in place to trick his enemies and keep everyone on their toes? The fact is that Dumis reached out to Billy Abbott, not the other way around. If Dumis was a cover, Victor could be sending out the feelers to see if Billy is being truthful about his intentions with Abbott Communications, and that he isn't out for revenge. This could all be a plot twist that sees Victor once again setting Billy up for failure, and Billy falling into this trap. The fact that so many people seem to have red flags, more importantly, the 2 women that care most about Billy, Sally Spectra and Phyllis Summers, means that there could be trouble for Billy. Revenge is never a good motive, and Billy always seems to fall short when he's focused on getting back at Victor. But will Victor once again get the last laugh? Who do you think Aristotle Dumis could be? Share your thoughts in the comment section. The great Victor is undoubtedly the character on The Young and the Restless who has the most adversaries throughout the years. Even though he is our all-time favorite inhabitant of Genoa City, his traits as a brutal businessman, an extremely protective family guy, and a strong rival in matters of the heart make him somewhat of a personality to anyone who comes into contact with him. In fact, he has had disagreements with his own Newman clan on several occasions over his life, yet they always manage to patch things up. The enigmatic Aristotle is one new foe of Victor that has been discussed a lot recently, but has not yet been encountered. Despite the Mustache's claims that he and Aristotle have been rivals in the business world for years, viewers are only now becoming aware of the figure, primarily due to Damien's relationship with him and Lily's investigation into the reality. Victor assigns Michael the responsibility of conducting some research, since he is starting to wonder what Aristotle might be up to next. Additionally, Michael provides his boss with some significant developments in the episode of The Young and the Restless. Michael tells Victor that he discovered Nate and Damien are siblings in addition to the fact that Aristotle contacted Billy for an unspecified reason. Additionally, Victor mentions a relationship between Arabesque and Glissade, and Michael mentions that Aristotle has a company called Arabesque. After calculating everything, Victor concludes that Aristotle is actually Tucker. Michael continues the conversation by pointing out that Ashley's brother is Billy, and it's possible that Tucker is devising a plan to win her back. Furthermore, Tucker should investigate Winters since his son is the CEO and Devin owns the business. Finally, Victor and Michael talk about Tucker's relationship with Audra, who is currently seeing Nate, given that she betrayed Tucker throughout the entire Glissade incident. If Tucker is Aristotle, she and Victor are likely to face some form of retaliation. Having said that, we tend to think Victor is going to have a tough battle, since it seems like the future ownership of Chancellor may be at risk, regardless of whether Aristotle is Tucker or Kane, which we think is a very significant likelihood. We believe that for the time being, Aristotle is ahead of Victor because he has probably been hatching some evil plan for some time. We can picture him preparing to take a very strong stance against Victor in order to maintain that position. There will be a lot of mystery in Genoa City in Friday's episode of The Young and the Restless. Victor gives Lily a severe warning, Audra gets an unexpected invitation, and Tracy battles misgivings. When it comes to how much she should divulge to Diane, Tracy is at a loss. At the GCAC, Diane asks Tracy for answers after sensing something is wrong. Will Tracy discuss her worries about Martin, sometimes known as Alan? She feels lost since she doesn't know if her relationship with Alan was real. She might get much-needed solace before Alan returns if she decides to confide in Diane. Secrets lurk around every corner in Genoa City, and the stakes have never been higher. As old alliances crumble and new deceptions take root, Tracy finds herself torn between truth and uncertainty, while Victor plays a risky game of manipulation. With shocking invitations, hidden identities, and power struggles brewing beneath the surface, The Young and the Restless is set to deliver an episode packed with unexpected twists, chilling revelations, and betrayals that could change everything. Who could be trusted when everyone has something to hide? In the meantime, Victor warns Lily not to trust Aristotle's right-hand man. He tries to turn her against him, but now that he believes Tucker might be using the alias, Victor may be trying to get Aristotle out of hiding. There are more twists and turns in Genoa City as The Young and the Restless keeps up the drama, and the mystery surrounding Aristotle is only going to get deeper with bombshell disclosures on The Young and the Restless spoilers and preview for April 7 to 11, 2025, brings explosive drama to Genoa City. From returning threats to hidden identities, secrets unravel fast this week. Ashley is forced to face the unthinkable, Tracy lands in a risky situation, and Victor tempts Audra with a revenge scheme. It's a week full of suspense, danger, and emotional shakeups. Let's dive into all the upcoming shockers. Victor Newman is always 10 steps ahead, and this time he wants Audra Charles to play along. He approaches her with a cold offer, get even with Kyle Abbott. Audra, curious but cautious, doesn't say yes right away. What's in it for me? She asks, knowing she has a lot to lose. Audra is in a stable romance with Nate Hastings. If she agrees to seduce Kyle, she risks everything. Victor may offer her power or influence, but is it enough? Audra could be playing a dangerous game that backfires fast. Ashley Abbott returns, only to get hit with shocking news from Jack. He poses a terrifying possibility. What if Martin, not Alan, survived the fall in Paris? Ashley is stunned and shaken by the suggestion. Though doubtful at first, Ashley starts to listen. Jack brings up Tracy's growing fears. The signs are all there. Could Martin have fooled them all? Ashley may realize they're in more danger than they ever thought. In her suite, Tracy Abbott braces for Alan's return, but she isn't ready when he walks in unannounced. He smiles calmly, luggage in hand, and Tracy freezes. Her instincts kick in. Is this really Alan, or is Martin pretending to be his twin? Tracy knows it's time to find out. She starts planning a test to expose him. But one wrong step could put her in serious danger. Audra's decision could destroy Kyle's relationship with Claire. If she takes Victor's offer and seduces Kyle, Claire may never forgive him. The fallout could leave Kyle heartbroken and alone. Meanwhile, Nate could find out what's going on. If he catches wind of Audra's betrayal, their romance could crash and burn. Audra may realize too late that revenge isn't worth it. Jack, Ashley, and Tracy must face a horrifying reality. Martin might still be alive. If he is, he's close and ready to strike. The Abbotts must act fast to uncover the truth before anyone gets hurt. Tracy may already be walking into a trap. With Alan or Martin in her suite, the stakes are sky high. The wrong move could have deadly consequences. The Young and the Restless spoilers and preview promise a wild, dramatic ride this week. Don't miss the twists, tests, and temptations that could change everything. Keep checking Soap Opera Daily for the hottest Y&R spoilers, updates, and behind-the-scenes buzz. Until next time. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, April 7 indicate some major bombshells as another week kicks off in Genoa City. Someone launches a planned attack, while two leading ladies get some new information. And is it the end of an era for one super couple? What can fans expect from Monday's show? Time to dive right in. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, April 7 reveal Victor Newman will launch a new plan of attack. Will he find out that Kyle Abbott and Jack Abbott are onto his spies at Jabot and Glissade? If the Moustache finds out the Abbotts are turning the tables on him, he'll definitely have to reorganize things. Then again, this might be about Aristotle Dumis, so fans will have to tune in to find out. Across town, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers will get new information about their kidnapper. Will someone fill them in on the theory that it was Alan Laurent, who's really Martin Laurent? It sounds like Chance Chancellor will relay some sort of intel to Phyllis and Sharon, so it'll be interesting to see the new info the ladies are given. Speaking of Chance, the Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday imply that the cop will find some closure with Summer Newman. The super couple were hot and heavy when they first started out, but have fizzled significantly since they went on a break during Heather Stevens' murder investigation when Summer's brother, Daniel Romalotti, was accused. Lately, Summer seems far more interested in her ex, Kyle, at this point than her person she's seeing, so is the end of Summons as fans know it. What storyline are you most excited to see on Monday's show? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Tune into the CBS Soap Daily to see what happens next in Genoa City, and visit SOS regularly for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates pose an intriguing question. Who is the mysterious Aristotle Dumis? And more importantly, when will we see him? It seems there are more questions than answers to the identity of the mysterious mogul, although we should get some answers soon. Who is Aristotle Dumis? Is that even his real name, or is it a pseudonym for someone we already know? This question has been on the minds of fans, as the enigmatic figure seems to be involved in everyone's affairs in Genoa City lately. The intrigue surrounding him has intensified since it was disclosed that Damian Lewis is affiliated with Aristotle Dumis, leading to his name surfacing more frequently on the popular CBS soap. Initially, Victor Newman unexpectedly found himself linked to this mysterious character, a connection that Michael Baldwin perceives as troubling. Now, Billy Abbott has also entered Aristotle Dumis' sphere after receiving a business offer from him. Aristotle Dumis appears poised to make significant changes both in his personal life and career on the show, but the lingering question is, who is he really? Despite his name being well known in Genoa City, no one has actually encountered him face to face. What we do know about this enigmatic figure is that he is currently orchestrating various events while keeping his true identity under wraps. Observant viewers may have noticed that some of his maneuvers seem to be aimed at Victor. The mustachioed character has acknowledged a troubled history with Aristotle Dumis, providing a hint about his background. As previously mentioned, Kane Ashby seems poised for a comeback. Some fans speculate that Kane might actually be Aristotle Dumis, a name that serves as a sort of alias. However, it's also possible that this enigmatic figure could be a pseudonym for Tucker McCall. That option feels a bit too predictable, so we hope the writers take a different route. In classic soap opera style, Aristotle Dumis could introduce a brand new antagonist to the CBS series. Days of Our Lives star Billy Flynn has joined the cast, and many fans theorize that he could be playing Aristotle Dumis, or at the very least, have some connection to him. Here's the good news: more than likely answers are just around the corner. Fans are eagerly anticipating the reveal of Aristotle Dumis and the actor portraying him. With May sweeps approaching, we anticipate that the big reveal will take place then. The buzz surrounding this enigmatic character promises to deliver some thrilling entertainment, and the show is sure to maintain that momentum during May sweeps. Recently, the CBS soap has not delivered particularly shocking sweeps months, so we are primed for a dramatic and explosive month ahead. In the meantime, look out for hints about Aristotle Dumis and the Genoa City residents who may become entangled in his storyline. There will be a lot of mystery in Genoa City in Friday's episode of The Young and the Restless. Victor gives Lily a severe warning. Audra gets an unexpected invitation, and Tracy battles misgivings. When it comes to how much she should divulge to Diane, Tracy is at a loss. At the GCAC, Diane asks Tracy for answers after sensing something is wrong. Will Tracy discuss her worries about Martin, sometimes known as Alan? She feels lost since she doesn't know if her relationship with Alan was real. She might get much-needed solace before Alan returns if she decides to confide in Diane. Secrets lurk around every corner in Genoa City, and the stakes have never been higher. As old alliances crumble and new deceptions take root, Tracy finds herself torn between truth and uncertainty, while Victor plays a risky game of manipulation. With shocking invitations, hidden identities, and power struggles brewing beneath the surface, The Young and the Restless is set to deliver an episode packed with unexpected twists, chilling revelations, and betrayals that could change everything. Who could be trusted when everyone has something to hide? In the meantime, Victor warns Lily not to trust Aristotle's right-hand man. He tries to turn her against him, but now that he believes Tucker might be using the alias, Victor may be trying to get Aristotle out of hiding. There are more twists and turns in Genoa City as The Young and the Restless keeps up the drama, and the mystery surrounding Aristotle is only going to get deeper with bombshell disclosures on them. So we've got this mystery billionaire who owns a bunch of companies. He's been a longtime rival of Victor Newman's, and yet no one seems to know who he really is. Even Damien Kane, who runs a couple of his companies, has never seen Dumis in person. But there's 5 big hints that point to the possibility that Tucker McCall is the mystery man everybody in Genoa City is talking about right now. Number 1, first big clue is the tie between the Abbotts and Dumis. We all know Tucker's got a fixation on the Abbott family, specifically on Ashley Abbott. Everybody knows how obsessed Tucker was with Ashley and probably still is. When Tucker first came back to town, when they recast the role with Trevor Street John, he landed his helicopter right on the Abbott lawn out of nowhere after being gone for many years. It was a huge grand gesture and made very clear who he was focused on. When Tucker first came back, things got pretty bad, of course, between Ashley and Tucker during their most recent romantic fiasco. And he felt she betrayed him in the end. He told Ashley she had chosen the Abbott family over him, and he may be having regrets and may want to try and win Ashley back by helping Billy Abbott and showing her that he's let go of any animosity about her loyalty to the Abbotts, and that he himself will be loyal to the Abbotts. That would be another grand gesture. So Dumis has reached out and told Billy he wants to right a wrong by getting Chancellor away from Victor. And Tucker might also try and stop Victor from going after Jack Abbott and Jebot. So Tucker may be trying to get back into Ashley's good graces as well as win her family's approval. Plus, Ashley's on her way back to town, so it would be good timing if Dumis is Tucker, since the reclusive billionaire will be revealed soon. CBS has renewed The Young and the Restless for 4 more seasons, which will take the daytime drama through the 2027 to 2028 season. The Young and the Restless premiered in 1973, making it CBS' longest-running series. Centered on the residents of the fictitious Midwestern town of Genoa City, the series follows 5 decades of romances and rivalries between the Newman, Winters, and Abbott families. Prominent cast members include Peter Bergman, Eric Braeden, Melody Thomas Scott, Sharon Case, Joshua Morrow, Michelle Stafford, Kate Linder, and Laura Lee Bell. The renewal takes the soap opera through to its 55th season. Its current season is averaging 3.5 million viewers per episode, making it the #1 most-watched daytime drama for the 36th year in a row. The Young and the Restless was created by William J. Bell and Lee Philip Bell. Bell Dramatic Serial Company produces in association with Sony Pictures Television, with Josh Griffith serving as the executive producer and head writer. The Young and the Restless has been a staple of daytime television for over 50 years, and it is with great pleasure that we will continue that legacy at CBS, said Amy Reisenbach, president of CBS Entertainment. The talented cast and writers deliver compelling performances and stories on a daily basis and have provided iconic moments that have kept the show on top of the ratings and thrilled generations of fans for over 5 decades. We look forward to seeing what new creative twists and turns they have planned for the folks of Genoa City. National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences President and CEO Adam Sharp added, "NATS congratulates The Young and the Restless on their renewal for additional 4 seasons. I&R and the Daytime Emmys celebrated golden anniversaries together in 2023. And it is so gratifying to see the continued passion for daytime television stay so strong. We look forward to celebrating with the Y&R team again at the 51st Annual Daytime Emmys later this year." Rumors surrounding the Young and the Restless actress Beth Maitland recently caused chaos online. As March wrapped up, false reports began to spread, claiming the Emmy-winning star had passed away. The buzz wasn't just idle gossip, it was outright malicious. Thankfully, Maitland stepped in quickly to set the record straight and ease fans' concerns. Beth Maitland took to social media and shut down the death hoax in true Queen fashion. She wrote, "The rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated." Then came her epic clapback. "Shame on people who have nothing else to do but exploit others. Get a life." Her words hit hard, and fans applauded her strength and humor in the face of such negativity. The beloved actress, who has portrayed Tracy Abbott since 1982, is alive, thriving, and deeply involved in a major plotline. Beth isn't sitting on the sidelines, she's at the center of the storm. While her character's current love life is far from perfect, it's giving fans plenty of juicy content to sink their teeth into. Traci Abbott's romantic journey recently took a dark turn. After falling for the charming and seemingly perfect Alan, she finally found a spark of happiness. But as with most things in Genoa City, nothing stays sweet for long. Alan's twin brother Martin was revealed to be a total, and fans now fear Alan might be Martin. Tracy's recent romance with Alan seemed hopeful at first, but the twist? Alan's twin brother Martin is pretending to be him. Tracy has uncovered the truth. Martin has been faking it, and his intentions are far from innocent. Now, Tracy is racing against time to expose him. But this mission is risky. Martin is unpredictable and dangerous. If he senses that Tracy's onto him, she could face serious harm. This isn't just a battle of wits, it's a fight for her life. Jack and Ashley are beginning to sense something's wrong. While Tracy hides her fear, her siblings are watching closely. They'll do anything to protect her. But will their efforts be enough? Martin isn't afraid to play dirty, and he might strike before they can stop him. In the coming days, expect intense drama. Tracy's decision to go after Martin brings twists, shocks, and heart-stopping moments. She's putting herself in harm's way, and Genoa City could be rocked by the fallout. Will Martin silence her before she can reveal everything? Despite the chaos, Beth Maitland stands tall. She's alive, active, and absolutely killing it on The Young and the Restless. Tracy's storyline is heating up, and fans can't wait to see how it all plays out. For all the latest updates and spoilers from The Young and the Restless, keep visiting Soap Opera Daily. Catch you next time with more sizzling soap news. We'd say that The Young and the Restless never should have killed off Drusilla Winters on April. Except that death means next to nothing in Genoa City. Right, Diane Jenkins? And how many times has Adam Newman risen from the grave now? What we will say instead is that it isn't high time, it's past time, that the CBS soap went ahead and resurrected the character Victoria Rowell had played off and on since 1990. We understand. It's complicated, given the actress' since settled lawsuit alleging that she wasn't considered for rehiring based on her advocacy on behalf of African Americans, both on screen and behind the scenes. There's a lot of bad blood there. Yet Rowell seems to still be willing to return to Genoa City. In fact, in 2020, she told Soaps.com that while Drew's tumble from a cliff might have been fateful, it was certainly not fatal. She never died, insisted the actress. What happened to her was left nebulous and open-ended. No, Drew, let them work out their shiz. You go the frozen route and let it go. Credit, Brian Lowe/JPI. Heaven knows Young and Restless could do with a jolt of the electricity that Rowell brought to bear, and to have Drew back in their midst, and no doubt reeling from the revelation that her widower, Neil, is no longer among us, would lead to a seismic shift in the priorities of her impetuous children, Lily and Devon. What do you think? Would you like to see Drew finally climb back up from that cliff and reclaim her rightful place in Genoa City? On your way to the comments, stop off at the below photo gallery, which revisits some other soap characters' deaths that we still can't think about without getting misty-eyed. Victor Newman is facing a new formidable threat in Genoa City, the mysterious Aristotle Dumis. While investigating him, Victor receives a life-altering phone call from his trusted confidant, Paul Williams, who reveals unsettling secrets about Dee's complex motives and his dangerous connections. Dees is not just after revenge on Victor, but has a hidden agenda that could disrupt the entire city. To make matters worse, Dees is linked to a dangerous criminal network, and his arrival in Genoa City is imminent. This raises questions about his true intentions, whether he plans to kill Victor or if there are deeper forces behind him. Victor, determined to protect his empire, prepares for the worst, re-examining intelligence and adjusting his plans. Meanwhile, Paul, who has chosen a peaceful life away from the chaos of the city, warns Victor about the growing dangers. Despite their differences, Victor desperately wants Paul to return and help him face the threat, but Paul is reluctant to leave the calm of his domestic life. As the tension builds in Genoa City, Victor is left to confront the uncertainty of the situation alone. Ultimately, this story revolves around the struggle between duty and personal peace. Can Paul be convinced to return to face the chaos, or will Victor have to deal with Dees by himself? The fate of Genoa rests on this delicate balance between loyalty, family, and survival. Line breaks breakdown. Victor's dilemma. Victor faces a new, mysterious threat, Aristotle Dumis, who is shrouded in secrecy and connected to dangerous forces in Genoa City. The phone call, Victor receives a critical call from Paul Williams, who shares shocking revelations about Dee's complex motives and his connection to a criminal network. Aristotle Dumis' arrival. Dee's arrival is imminent, and his true intentions remain unclear. Will he attempt to kill Victor, or is there a deeper, hidden agenda? Victor's determination. Despite the uncertainty, Victor prepares to face the coming threat. He knows that understanding Dee's true motives is key to protecting his legacy. Paul's retreat. Paul has chosen a quiet, domestic life, away from the chaos that Victor is now facing. Victor pleads with him to return, but Paul is hesitant. The struggle between duty and peace. The core of the story is the conflict between Victor's need for Paul's help to protect the city and Paul's desire to maintain peace in his personal life. The fate of Genoa. The fate of the city and its people hinges on whether Paul will return to face the crisis or if Victor must take on the looming threat alone. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week's episodes of the hit CBS soap tease more of the same. After months away, Ashley returns to learn her siblings are desperate to find out the truth about Alan. The plan to find out if Alan is really his evil twin brother Martin takes a dangerous turn. Victor is up to his old tricks again, but this time, it's about Kyle, not mystery man Aristotle Dumis. The kidnapping continues to haunt Phyllis and Sharon as new evidence comes to light. Here's everything happening on The Young and the Restless next week. When Tracy sends a distress call, Jack is sent reeling. Thankfully, Ashley returns, so Jack grills her for more intel on Alan and Merritt. The situation with Alan was the last thing Ashley expected to deal with when arriving home. Jack and Ashley work together to help Tracy as fear for her life mounts. Tracy doesn't do herself any favors when she demands answers from Alan. He's back from Paris, forcing Tracy to confront her fiancé. Something tells us this won't go the way Tracy hoped. Speaking of Alan, it seems Tracy calling him out isn't his only problem. Chance uncovers a new clue about Phyllis and Sharon's kidnapper, sending the two women into a frenzy. The question is, does the information point the finger at Alan or something else? Before the week ends, Phyllis and Sharon demand justice. In true Phyllis fashion, she can't wait for that to happen and convinces Sharon that they must take matters into their own hands. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Victor ups his game to take down Kyle. The mustache seeks out Audra for his latest revenge plot. It appears Victor doesn't just want Kyle away from Claire, he wants to destroy Kyle to get back at Jack. Meanwhile, Victoria reflects on her past relationship mistakes, which makes us wonder what's up with her and Cole. The latter has been off the canvas for a while now. Even though he's focused on proving Alan is behind Sharon and Phyllis kidnapping, Chance finds time to let Summer know he's got some closure following their split. It's another must-see week in Genoa City filled with drama and chaos. Make sure to tune in so that not a moment of the juicy entertainment is missed. Who is Aristotle Dumis on Young and the Restless? That's the question on why and our fans' minds, as the mystery man seems to be in everyone in Genoa City's business these days. Ever since it was revealed Damien works for Aristotle Dumis, the name has been popping up more and more on the hit CBS soap. First, Victor suddenly has a connection to the mystery man, which Michael realizes is unfavorable. Now, Billy is in Aristotle Dumis' orbit after the latter reached out with a business proposition. It certainly seems like Aristotle Dumis is ready to shake things up personally and professionally on Y and R, but the question remains, who exactly is he? After all, no one in Genoa City has ever met the man in person, but everyone seems to know his name. What we know about the mystery character Aristotle Dumis is he's pulling a lot of strings right now, as his identity remains a secret. However, those paying close attention will notice that some of the strings target Victor. The mustache admitted to having a dark past with Aristotle Dumis, which is a clue about him. As Monsters and Critics reported, a Kane return appears to be on the. Some My and R fans feel like Kane could be Aristotle Dumis, which we all know is an alias of sorts. Then again, the mystery man could be a mask for Tucker. Honestly, that's a bit too obvious, so we hope the writers don't go in that direction. In true soap fashion, Aristotle Dumis might be a brand new villain to the CBS soap. Days of Our Lives star Billy Flynn has joined The Young and the Restless. While details of his role are being kept under wraps, several fan theories feel like Billy's character could be Aristotle Dumis, or at the very least, related to him. The good news is that My and R fans should have answers soon. Fans are anxiously waiting to know who Aristotle Dumis is and who is playing him. May sweeps are on, so we expect the unveiling to happen then. All of the talk of the mystery man is leading to some juicy entertainment, and the show will definitely keep that up for May sweeps. The Young and the Restless haven't had the most jaw-dropping sweeps months lately, which means we are due for an explosive sweeps month. In the meantime, expect teases about Aristotle Dumis and more Genoa City residents to be set in his sights. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of April 7 to 11 reveal that Martin Laurent aka Alan Lawrence Fury may be unleashed while Sally Spectra plays a dangerous game. Billy Abbott will also have a decision to make, so let's discuss what's coming up in Genoa City. For starters, Tracy Abbott seems poised to put herself in a terrifying situation, one that could end in disaster. I and our fans know Tracy hopes to pretend she loves Alan, no matter what, and convince him to come clean about all his disturbing behavior. Alan may eventually confess to holding Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers captive, but he may not stop there. Tracy already made a prediction about Alan actually being his twin brother, so there's a good chance she'll be proven right. Unfortunately, Tracy could lose control of this setup once Martin admits his real identity. After Martin realizes he's been duped, Tracy could land in a tight spot. Martin may determine that Tracy doesn't understand him as well as he thought. If furious Martin decides Tracy is of no use to him, that could put her in harm's way, at least until Jack Abbott or Chance Chancellor can rescue her. Of course, no one can guarantee Ashley Abbott's safety at this point either. Since Martin was in Paris arranging a surprise where Ashley currently lives, another big reveal is possible involving Ashley in captivity. Regardless, some serious Martin drama is about to erupt for the Abbott clan, so stay tuned for updates on all the chaotic news ahead. Elsewhere, Sally may surrender to Phyllis' pressure and try to shut down Billy's deal with Aristotle Dumis. However, Billy will certainly find it difficult to pass up an opportunity at reclaiming Chancellor, no matter how shady this guy is. Is there anything Sally can say or do to stop Billy's partnership with Aristotle? Will Billy realize Phyllis put Sally up to this and ultimately feel betrayed by them both? Sally could be playing a dangerous game since this might affect her romance. Billy and Sally are still working to build trust in their relationship, but Sally's actions could bring a setback. It's possible Sally and Phyllis' efforts will backfire, meaning they could rile Billy up enough to make a bigger commitment to Aristotle and really get in deep with this mysterious alliance. Despite Phyllis and Sally's growing concerns, Billy may decide it's worth the risk. Billy claims his eyes are wide open when it comes to Aristotle, but he could be signing up for trouble by doing business with him. Speaking of trouble, Summer Newman should cause more of it for Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman, too. The closer Claire and Kyle get, the more Summer seems determined to break them up. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor Newman's disapproval will remain an obstacle for Kyle and Claire as well, so don't miss any tricks up his sleeve.